Hello, what's up, guys? I am Noor, and today I am here with you to create this beautiful login form of a website using pure CSS and HTML. I will not use any JavaScript, I will not use any jQuery library, even I will not use the popular Bootstrap CSS framework. I will only create this form using pure HTML and CSS. Okay, now let's me go to my desktop, and here I have created an empty folder. You can see that there is nothing inside this folder. Now let's me copy the path of this folder, close this folder, and now I will open a new instance of the Visual Studio Code. Now create a new window. You can also open from here Visual Studio and new window. Okay, click on this one, and here open folder. Okay, now I will just paste the path that I copied from the folder, press enter, and click on select folder. Okay, now close this window. uh, I have no file inside the login form. Okay, now I will just add an index.html file inside the login.form. Now here, if you mouse over, there is an option new file. uh, I will add an index.html. Okay, now inside the index.html, let's me add the HTML body. Press tab, press tab. Okay, now it inserted a basic HTML template. Control S. I will add one another file with the name style.css. Okay, and there is nothing inside the style.css, and let's me add one another folder with the name images. Okay, now I will run these index.html inside my browser. Now go to view, click on command palette, and here I have installed an extension with the name live server. So you have to click on these. It will automatically open the index.html inside your browser. Now click on these. Here you can see that I have nothing inside the page, and but the index.html file opened successfully inside the browser. Now let me show you. It is the login form that we will create, and here I have nothing. If you want to install the live server, then go to the extension, and here search for live server. Okay, now I have already installed. So if you want to install, just click on these and install from here. Okay, there will be an install option. I have to close this extension because I have already installed. Okay, now I have to add first a div with a name, with a class uh, body main content. Okay, press tab, it will insert a div. Okay, now I have first to set the background image and some other thing for this div. Now let's me go to the style.css, and here I will set the default margin and padding for the whole website as 0. Okay, so padding 0, margin 0, control S. Let's see, there is nothing showing. Okay, now first of all I will import the index.html inside the header of the index.html file. Okay, okay, now first I will import the style.css inside the index.html. Okay, now I have write already the syntax for importing the style.css. Now just import like in this way, add a link, and here you have to give the path to your file, so it is style.css. Okay, the style.css imported successfully. Now if I show you the form, here you can see that I have the form, and inside the form I will use the Google fonts, I mean the font, the Google font for using some icons. Now to use the Google font, I have to import the CDN. Okay, so just tap Google font awesome icon. Okay, press enter, and here I have to type the CDN link. Click on these, and here you can copy these link, and you have to insert inside your uh, inside the header of your website. Okay, now click on these, and here I have to go to the index.html, and I have to import these. Control V, press enter. Now I have to also use a font family, but I will show you it later. Okay, style. Now you can see that I have here the body main content view. Now let's me set the background image for this body main content. It is my div, so I am accessing the div by its class name. So for, I will set the background image. Okay, URL, and here I will give the images, and inside the images currently I have no background image. Okay, now go to the desktop, and here I have an image for the background. Let me first show you the image. You can see it is the image that I will use for the background. Now copy the image, login form, images, and paste here. Okay, now go to VS Code again, and here I have to import the image. Control S, and let's me give some a height. So the height will be 100 VH, and the width will be 100%. Control S. Let's see the impact. It is our site that we will create, I mean the login form, and here I have these image, but it's not look like this. Okay, so we have to fix this. Let's me give some background size to the image, so it will be cover. Okay, and I have also to set the background position as center. Okay, background position center. Now let's me see again the result. Okay, now it's look like this one, perfect. Okay, now I have also to give some style to the main body main content div. Okay, now its display will be flex, and I will align the item to center, and I will also align the item to center horizontally. Okay, now we are using this property to align the item vertically center, and these for aligning the item horizontally to the center. Control S, and currently we have only the background image. Now I will add this form now. Now let's me go to the index.html, and here I have to add some other divs. Div, the class name will be login form. Press tab. Okay, and inside the login form I will first insert the header. Okay, div, the class name will be form header. Okay, press tab, and inside this form header I will insert an h4 Okay, and inside the h4 I will just give a title to the form, login form. Okay, control, sorry, it will be login form. Control S, go to the page, and let's see the result. There is showing nothing. Now let's me give some style to the login.form. Go here to the style.css, and in the style.css you have to set the login form. And to the login form, let me set its height. Its height will be 500 pixel, and width should be width should be 420 pixel. Okay, and let me save. There is showing only the text login form, but it's not like this one, so we have to make like our actual login form. Okay, now let's me also add some other things. I will set the first background of this. Background should be I have a code for the background, and if I remember, the code will be 484FCA 4A. Okay, control S. Now here we have the login form background. Okay, now I have to let me show you the form again. Sorry guys, it is the form. Now I have to give some border radius to the form. Now let's me go to the Visual Code again, and here I have to set the border radius. The border radius should be 4 pixel, and its box shadow should be 5 pixel, 5 pixel, and 10 pixel. And let's me set the shadow color. Okay, so the shadow color will be RGB, and here let's me put all the values for the RGB. Okay, it will be 0, it will be 0, it will be 0, and the last value will be, let's me set the opacity also. Okay, so it will be 0.3. Go to the form, refresh. Okay, now I will also give some padding. So from the top, let's me set 43 pixel. Control S. Okay, now 43 pixel set from the top, and now I will set 19 pixel from the right, and 23 pixel from the bottom, and 19 pixel from the right also. Control S. Okay, now the padding is set as like this, but I think I have also to make the things center. Now for these, let's me set the display to flex, and I will set the flex direction to column, and let's me give some um, justify content, uh, justify content center. Control S. Okay, now it's coming at the center, and now I have to give some gap. The gap means I want to set the gap between each item uh, inside the login form. Let's suppose I add one another div, then the gap will be 1 rem between each div item. Okay, now let's me also align item center. Control S. Okay, no, our form is no looking perfect like this one. The item is at center. Now we have also to set the size and other thing. Now go to the style.css. Now I have to set no the properties, I mean the CSS for the h4 property. Okay, now here we have the h4 inside the form header. Okay, now go to the style.css. I have to access the uh, h4 login form, and inside the login form there is form header, this one, I mean the form header, and now I have to access the h4. Its property will be let me first set its color to white. Okay, control S. Okay, now its color become white. It's looking nice. Now let me add some other div inside the login form. Go to the index.html, press enter. Okay, now here I have to add one another div uh, like this. If I go to the actual, we have the username and input field and password and input field. Now I have to create one div, then I will copy and paste because these two are two looks similar. Okay, now let me go to the page again, and here I have to add a div with a class name login form input. Okay, press tab, enter, control S, and here I have to add a label. It will be the username, I mean this one username. Okay, and let's me enter here an input field. Okay, its type should be text. Okay, control S. Let me show you the result. It's not look like this one, but I will set all this thing. No, it is my login form input, and here I have to also copy and paste again, and it will be my password, and its type will be password. Okay, control S. Now the basic structure is, I think, a little ready. Now I have to give style no to this login form, uh, I mean login form input. Okay, now go to the style, and here copy the class name login form input. Okay, let me first set here the display to flex, because I want the username to be at the top and the text box should be at the bottom of username, like in this one. Here the username is at the top and the text box is below the username. Okay, no, for this I have to assign the property of display is equal to flex, and I will set the flex direction to column, so from top to bottom, and align item center. Okay, and justify content space between. Okay, control S. Now let me also give some width to this. Its width should be 100%. Control S. Okay, now I have to uh, give some color to the label. Now you can see that it's not visible. Now for these I have to set the color and font size of the label. Okay, now copy this class, press enter, and inside this class the login form input we have the label, so I am accessing the label like in this way. Its color should be white and font size should be 1 rem. Okay, let me see the result. Control S. Okay, now let me again go to the login form. We have the font style, Let me copy the label manually because I think I am doing some mistake. Control V, Control S. Let me close this again, and I have to open these again with the live server. Let me inspect here. Label. Oh, sorry. I have assigned here column. It should be color. Okay. Color should be white. Okay. No, it's look perfect. I have now to assign some other properties to the input inside the login form. If I go to the login form, here I have the input field also. Now I will access this like in this way. Control C. Okay, and I will now access the input field. Now let's me remove this. Control X. I have to assign the background. Its background should be I have the code for this 21245D. Okay, Control S. No, its background it no look like this. Okay, now I have to assign a color white. Sorry, color should be white. Its border should be none, and its outline also should be none. No, Control S. You can see here that its background now become like uh, this one. Okay, now I have also to set the other things like width and height. Now from the type the input field is attached with the username. Now I have to give a little margin top to the input field. Okay, margin top, its margin top should be 5 pixel. Okay, and height should be 45 pixel. Yes, and its border radius, the input field border radius should be 4 pixel. Now let's me save. You can see here. Okay, now let's me assign the padding. Okay, its padding should only be 4 pixel. I think it's enough. Control S. Okay, now I think I have give some login form H4. It is my login form. Okay, now I have to assign some login form input. Its login form input width should be 100%. Okay, let's me go to the original form. It's look like covering the complete width. Now let's me inspect height and there is no width property. Okay, if I go click on the login form input, its width is 100%. Okay, login form input, width is 100%. Okay, let's me access like in this way. Login form, login form input, this one. Okay, sorry guys. Control S. Now for the time it's not covering the complete width. I will set it but first of all let's me set the the other things. Now go to the style.css, and here I have set the uh, color, background, border, and other things for the login form input. Okay, now I have to give some other things like these. one. Okay, let me show you. No, here I have a button. No, I will insert the HTML for the button. No, okay. Div, its class name will be login button div. Okay, press enter, and here let me insert a button. The button text will be login, and let me also insert a div for this one. If I show you, here we have two buttons, the Google and the Facebook. Okay, now I have also to insert the div for this. The class name will be other login div. Okay, press enter, and inside these I have to insert two buttons. Okay, the first button text will be Google, and the second button text will be Facebook. Control S. Let me show you the result. It's look like this. Now I have to give CSS to the login button and this one also. Go to the style.css, and here you have to give the CSS to these two div. Okay, now first of all I will give some style to my login button div, to this one. Copy and paste here. Okay, now I will set its width to, its width should be 100%. Okay, and margin top should be, I think it's enough, 20 pixel. Control S. Okay, now the button is at the left, we have to make it in the center. hmm, Login form, login button div. Okay, and here we have the button inside the div. The button background should be white. Okay, its color should be black. I mean the font color should be black. Okay, control S. Now I have to set the font weight. I mean 600 is enough. Okay, and I have also to give the font size 1 rem. 1 rem. Control S. Now I have to give the other properties, like its width should be 100%. Control S. Okay, now it's covering the complete uh, width like this one. I have to set the border radius and the padding light of things. Its height should be 40 pixel, I think is enough, and its border should be none. Okay, control S. Now I have to give some border radius at the corner. It should be, I think, 6 to 7 pixel. Now let me also set the border radius to 7 pixel. Control S and see the result. Okay, now I have to give the CSS to the other I mean this div, to the final div, other login div. Okay, uh, other login div, and its display should be flex. Align item should be center. Okay, and justify content, I think should also be yes, it should be space between, and the gap should be 5 pixel between each item inside the other login div. Okay, now let me save. It's look like in inline both the buttons. Now I have to give some style to the buttons also. Copy this one button, and let me remove the other dot, this one. Okay, I have to set its width. Each button width should be I think 150 pixel is enough. Let me see. Okay, the height should be 30 38 pixel. Okay, and border should be none of each button. The border radius should be 3 pixel of each button. Let me save and see you the result. Okay, the border radius is 3 pixel. Format the document and let me give the color. The color should be white. Sorry, Control S, but the text is not visible. I have to set the background of the button. Its background uh, should be this one. The button background should be this color. Okay, now let's me inspect and copy that color. It's taking a little time. Now let's me manually copy the text. Yes, this one. Control C, Control V, Control S, and let's me see the button. Now we have already, I think, almost completed the UI, but here is something like the login form, username. These widths should be according to this one, and it should not be aligned like in this way. Now if I go to the original form and if I check inspect, okay, now the login form header, form header, okay, and then we have the login form input, display flex direction space. Okay, if I go to the login form input here inside my site, login form header, login form input, and it's this. Okay, if I just click on this, not working. Flex direction class, justify content space between. Okay, align item center. No, it's working. Okay, now login form input. mm, to this one I have to remove this. Control S. Now go to the form again. Guys, we have almost set the UI completely like our original form. If it is our original form and it is the form that we have just created, there is, I think, a little a difference between the login header and this one. Now let's me refresh. It's me hard refresh. Control F5. The font icon, I mean, not working, but after hard refreshing you can see that we have here the Google and Facebook icon. Now let's me go to font awesome. My net is a little slow at this time, but I have I mean I have to add the Google and Facebook icon. Now let's me go to the code, and here I have to add the icon for the Google and Facebook. Let me see whether the site is opening. I think it's taking a little time. No, I have to add the icon manually because I remember about the Google and Facebook icon. Oh no, for the Google icon I have to add a class with the name for bronze for Google. Okay, okay, let me close this. I think I am closing in a wrong space. Let me Control X and close here. Okay, Control S, go to the site. No, it is the original and it is our own. Now the Google icon is working correctly. Now let me also add for the Facebook. Control C, Control V, and here I have to add the Facebook icon from the font awesome. Guys, I will show you that I have imported this library at the start of this video from the CD, and it is the link to the font awesome icon you can see here. Okay, now control S, go to the page again, and here you can see that both icons are working correctly for the Facebook and Google. Now let me see whether we can use you can see that the font is a little different. Here we are using some other font family, and here I have not I mean say, I am using the default font family. Now for these we have to use the font uh, I mean font have some sorry font size, sorry, Google font family, Google font family. Okay, now click on this one, and here search for this Roboto. Okay, there are lots of style. Now I have to click on this one. uh, Click on this one. Okay, now you have to select 100, 200, 300. I will select this one, select. Okay, dismiss, and I have to copy the link. This one, go to your site, and in the header just paste here the link. Okay, and you have to use these for your whole site. Copy this one and go to your index style.css, and here I will use this font family for the whole site. Control S, Control S. Okay, now go to the page of your site, hard refresh. Sorry, yes, now you can see that our font family is now looking beautiful. It's a little other family, but this one is awesome font family. You can see that we have successfully created this beautiful login form. You can use this form inside your projects. I will give the link to the project for downloading and for exploring the code. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe the channel so that I upload more content for you. Thank you.